We are live at Verizon Center.
Are we alive?
We're still alive. The team's not doing too well. This is a Northwestern Mutual postgame show, and I guess in fitting fashion, Northwestern 72, Maryland 64. Bruce, we were up 44-34, and then, wow, the bottom dropped out.
All right, I'm going to give you my summary real quick. Didn't hit the outside shot. Could not stop them. They beat us so bad inside. They just totally beat Melo to death. They beat him to death.
They didn't. They didn't call anything. I was actually sitting right here on the court. You'll see some of the pictures later. And boy, they just pounded Melo, and there wasn't a foul to be called.
And inside against our bigs, I mean, it was almost like the Terps were giving them layups. It was almost like unchallenged. Koenig had a great game once he was driving.
McIntosh,
I'm sorry. It was the game before, but I don't know what to say except the better team won tonight. I mean, it was clearly they outplayed us.
Right, 30, 20, and 4, McIntosh, Law, and I can't remember the fellow's name suddenly. They had a good game. We had Herter. We had Melo, and somewhere my voice took off. I had a lot of fun. It was loud. When Maryland was winning, it was loud down here.
Let me tell you, I've been to a lot of tournaments, a lot of ACC tournaments. I've been to Big East tournaments in New York. Without question, it was the most one-sided crowd that I've ever seen at a tournament of an entire conference. It was 95%. I'm telling you, it was a third of a section for Wisconsin. And Northwestern. And it was, that's got nothing to do with anything. We got whooped.
We got beaten. I'm not sure. As we walked out, fans were yelling at us. Not that we have much to do with this.
I took abuse like you can't imagine walking out.
I'm not sure what to say. This is certainly not the outing that we look for from this team. And you got to wonder which team was the real team, the team that got out to that great lead in the season, or the team that over the past few weeks just really hasn't performed. When they stop Melo, fouls or no fouls, and your only other option's Herter, and there's nothing inside going on, it's hard to see how this team can win.
Well, here's a problem tonight. I don't have the scoring with me, but you don't have to get it out.
Bender had 2.
Bender had 2. Dodd had 3.
Jackson had 2.
Nobody off the bench scored. And once Melo went out, even though he didn't have a great game, but once he was out of the game, it was like the team stopped.
Yeah.
It just didn't work without Melo in there. And it can't be like that. And now when Maryland was really rolling, you were getting big contributions. I mean, Brantley hit a 3 at the end of the game, but I don't think he scored till then. And you're right, Jackson had 2 or 4 points, and we missed all those foul shots down the wire. We got beat. I mean, I don't think it would have mattered what happened down the wire. It was like you knew it was over.
Support for Terp Talk Game Day comes from Dan Schiffman of Northwestern Mutual. Team up with the right financial partner to advise you on your personal and financial plans. You and Northwestern Mutual, stronger together. You can reach Dan at 301-698-8955 or on the web at www.danschiffman.com. That's DANSCHIFFMAN, danschiffman.com, and 301-698-8955.
With 3 minutes left, you knew it wasn't happening.
I had kept up hope, and then when it got below the limit where you could come back from 10 points with a minute left.
No, it was done.
It was done. All right.
And I was a little surprised. I mean, Turgid, I don't know. I don't think it matters. He stopped fouling at the end.
Right. He sort of pulled the plug on it.
Right.
This is the Northwestern Mutual postgame show. I'm Wayne Viner. That's Bruce Posner. Somewhere up there still is intern Jordan tonight.
He got tossed.
Yeah. When the intern gets thrown out, you got a problem. And we got problems. So it'll probably be a 7 seed somewhere. And
it might keep us on the East Coast, though. But the honor it's going to get us is playing like Villanova
hey, we got to win the first game. Don't worry about the second game.
You're right.
You know what? This is going to be a short one tonight, Bruce. Maryland goes down 72-64. And
remember the Sports Baby tomorrow morning. If this is up by then, I doubt. But You know, Wayne, it wasn't I mean, it's not over yet.
No,
but even
but it
up to
feels
now,
like it.
you just can't say it's been a bad season. We had a lot of joy, a lot of pleasure, and we lost.
Yep,
They
lost.
were better than us. I mean, that's why the game was pick'em, and that's why, the experts know. And
Well,
but a 10-point lead.
44-34, and then whoosh, it went up in smoke. So we'll Sports Maven, 9 a.m. on Saturday. Terp Talk at 6 p.m. on Wednesday, and by then we'll know where Maryland's at in the NCAA tournament.
Look, Selection Sunday.
It's still a joyous day.
It's still a joyous day. We're going to be selected.
Right.
And
That's it.
And that's the only solace. Terps at Albany tomorrow, 3 o'clock. I guess I'll be home watching it. I don't think I can come back here again.
In lacrosse. And Bruce, say goodnight.
Good night, everybody. Thank you to Meyer Construction and Northwest Mutual for their support. We love you guys. I wish we had better news to report. I wish we were going to have a show tomorrow night, but it ain't going to happen.
Nope. Good evening.
Good evening.
We hit Terminus!